SWU. We're here with the first podcast of the season. We have many guests. Um, how about you guys introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Pursuit. I'm playing as Burgundy.
Yeah, hi, I'm Soren. I'm playing as Ayathaya, or whatever the hell it's pronounced this time. Soren, I'm
Hello, I'm Marzio, and I'm playing Sweden.
I'm Ricky Bricky playing Scotland.
Nice, guys. That's a lot of players in Europe. Let's start with West Europe for a little bit. Let's see over here. Debug mode. I see a dead Aragon, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Okay, can someone explain what happened here?
Yeah, alright, so Aragon started off being a little bit of a, I don't want to say cocky player, but he definitely had high ambitions, and I think that kind of led indirectly to his downfall.
Mm-hmm.
He was a player who declared himself as the true heir or true ruler of Iberia, and his diplomacy was honestly really kind of poor. Regardless,
Go again, man. Yeah, go on.
I mean, you know, it's poor if it's poor, right? He tried to, I don't know, I think he was overconfident in his ability, and I think he underestimated the strength of his potential enemies. Regardless, what happened was, basically, it was a standard war between Castile and Aragon. Portugal declared neutrality. Castile called in France, and they pretty much quickly beat him up. At this point, he had no allies, he had pretty much nothing, but there was a little bit of behind-the-scenes dealings and stuff, and there was a coalition formed to kind of come save him and keep the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Now the coalition was formed by Red, with Savoy, myself, and a bunch of other players. I don't really know anymore, but we're like the three main people to go in. And the problem with the war was mostly, first of all, initial incompetence, I'd say, by some field commanders. And then one of the biggest issues was Toon, I think, who has a bad habit of eating in the middle of campaigns. And
Yeah.
he pretty much went to eat in the middle of the war. So he was kind of not participating at all. And Aragon was pretty much dead. He had nothing. He had no land by the time we actually went in. And so he kind of. I mean, the war was, I'd say, was stalemate. I think France and Castile were deep into debt and they're running on mercs. And honestly, once we caught up with tech, it was a matter of time until like the sheer numbers could probably overwhelm them. But then the Aragon player decided to have a huge brain fart and pretty much accept a peace deal by accident. So rest in peace, Aragon.
Rip.
Very anticlimactic ending, but you know, shit happened. That indirectly led to the collapse of, I would say, my nation, because I kind of had deals with France to be neutral/friendly, but I think me intervening on Aragon's side against Castile, he viewed it as a kind of attack against him, even though I have repeatedly said I wanted peace with him. But yeah, so he thinks I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then Holland kind of decided to do some shenanigans. And then I got coalitioned. So Burgundy is also kind of dead.
How did you get minus 96 prestige?
Wars, having to surrender.
Yeah.
I said mostly for Aragon accepting a peace deal, and then I get in coalition, having to release Holland, who then ate my previous vassals. So it's just a bad streak of luck, but mostly resulting out of this one very unfortunate war, which honestly was a very bad decision by me to go into anyways.
Yeah. I know, it was a very good summary. What did other people have to say about this?
I know some about the behind-the-scene diplomacy. At first, I thought that France was gonna be neutral, but an Austria player made France and Castile ally each other, which surprised me a bit. So, normally,
think-
Aragon probably thought the same. He thought that France would be neutral, but after France and Castile allied, Aragon was in a horrible situation when the game started. He was fully occupied when Austria Genoa and Burgundy enforced peace, or was it Austria, Savoy, and Burgundy?
It was Austria, Savoy, Burgundy. I think the
Oh,
Pope
sorry.
and a bunch of other people.
Yeah,
There was
maybe
somebody else
Pope.
as well.
That doesn't
Switzerland as
matter
well.
that much.
Holland.
No, they somehow lost the war, which is there's the clause with links to it, where they are outnumbering France and Castile by 50%. Like
Well, it
it's
doesn't help.
100k versus 65k.
It didn't help when I think in the opening salvo of the war, Austria and Savoy got like stacked wipe, like in the
jeez.
very first battle.
Yep, it's
Like,
in
very
the
first battle.
clause with, yep. Savoy Strait loses 15k right at start of the war.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
literally the very
After
first. And he was in
enforcement.
mountains on top of his own fort, like insta wipe. Like what?
How? Bad roll?
Tech
have-
4
I
versus
don't know.
Tech 3, I think, or Tech 6 versus Tech 5.
No. I don't know if he was. I was Tech 4, but Austria was definitely Tech 3 when the war started.
Oh.
I'm not too sure about Savoy, but like it wasn't like he was overwhelmed. There wasn't like that many soldiers against him, but it was like literally like 3 rolls 9-0, 9-0, 9-0, and he gets wiped instantly. Like wow, okay. And then that kind of opened up for a bunch of little Austrian armies to get like insta-eaten. It was just honestly just really, really incompetent commanding from our side, which is a shame because I do think balance could have been maintained between Aragon and Castile. And in terms of like Western Europe now, there's definitely a very powerful bloc of Castile and France. And I don't know, honestly, who can stand up against them. There's not that much.
I think Portugal is with them too now, since England
Portugal-
is dead and Portugal and
Portugal-
Castile are good friends.
Yeah,
Portugal's allied.
there's definitely a block there. So it's a little bit. I don't want to say worrying for the rest of Europe because I mean I'm like the guy who's dividing them and I should be the most worried. But it's definitely a thing to look out for in the future. As
Did
to
you
who
lose
could
all the
potentially-
pews? Like
Yeah,
Brabant?
I lost all the pews. Yeah.
Oh. And Holland is eating Flanders, don't you see that?
Yes.
Wow.
And I need to start give up.
Holland,
Castile.
Holland
I
is
give up
becoming
Calais.
Netherlands.
Yeah, and I need to give up Calais because I can't even court and it's not attached to me anymore. I mean, Burgundy got shat on. There's nothing else to say.
Holland won, I think. France didn't win much against you, but Holland is doing so good. I'm surprised.
As I said, it was mostly. I don't know if he was he did a smart thing. I don't know if it was intentional what he did.
What
But
did you do?
well, basically there was a point where there was a negotiation between like Red, me, and like another person, where Genoa, who was supposed to have like a province from Provence, was in a war against like Lucca, and basically, me and Genoa were allies at the time, so he called me into the war, and then there was like Gelre and like Utrecht or something that were also in the war, and Genoa gave both of those provinces to me, and it was like what? I got like 60A out of nowhere.
Genoa killed you. Okay.
So I literally got murdered by my. I don't know if it was like a backstab kind of thing, but like that's how I got coalitioned.
Yeah.
And that's how I lost it. I mean, the coalition it wasn't even that big. There was like maybe 8 nations, but combined they were like 90k. It's like what? So there's nothing I could do. There's no one that can support me. There's no one that can save me. So, and particularly being right after the war with France, it was just we just had to give up.
Who did help you with your loans? Most.
I honestly I wasn't in that big debt when I was fighting against France.
The
I only-
stat site says you received 2k ducats of subsidizes. So
Yes. So I wasn't in, as I said, I wasn't in big debt when I went to war with France. I only had, I think, 9 loans after the thing, which were supposed to be paid off by Aragon and like Austria and stuff for me actually joining in. Most of the subsidies was by Austria, but there was a bunch from like a couple of other Italian people. So it's like a combination, but mostly Austria.
Interesting, guys. Well, we've talked about Aragon getting super wrecked. I see another one that's getting super wrecked right here in England. What have you guys done, guys? Why is it always England? Why do you guys always kill England in this community? Tell me.
no, this England nearly survived though. It's just, let me tell you basically what happened. Pretenders occupied his capital, but because we seized his capital back, Pretenders couldn't enforce the demands.
Mhm.
So his whole country was occupied by rebels, and he had unpreventable bankruptcy. But during the war, lots of turnarounds happened. Many funny things happened, like Denmark sneaking ships through Royal Navy and invading Portugal.
What?
Yes, the Portugal had his whole army in British Isles, so Denmark moved like 10k with his ships, somehow, without being catched, and invaded Portugal, and made Portugal separate piece out. And Hamburg was also invaded, who is now on, most of his country is now on Ireland. So Hamburg got separate piece too, for white piece by Stepid. Like, if these events didn't happen, I was 100% dead. It's like,
Yeah.
and if like we took London, Denmark sneak killed Portugal, Hamburg gets occupied. It's like, if one of these didn't happen, this England would actually survive. Temporarily, of course. He will die in probably second season. Like, the thing is here.
Yeah. You really messed this up. Like, holy fuck. He has 6 corruption, so much minus
He's
power.
bankrupt right now.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a dead nation. So behind tech and you see the minus monarch points. So he recently got bankrupt.
Yeah. Yep. Looks pretty dead. How did you guys split England? Can you guys explain this a bit to me? You have a bit of the north. Denmark has a bit here.
Norway took Island of Man.
Okay, why?
Yeah, he separate pieced out England because he was a bit scared, I guess. He didn't want to take loans, but he was taking loans anyway naturally because of his ships and forts. But
Yeah.
that's another story.
Oh, please. He was already taking loans before the war even started.
Oh, jeez.
Arzil shall talk more about here because he fought too as much as I did.
Yeah, Azir, tell me a bit about this. What do you want to share?
Basically, we all landed in Scotland, declared war on him, and then England got War of Roses, right?
Yeah.
Me and Denmark were kind of pissed off because we had to keep waiting because Brieg is like, oh wait, England is gonna get tech war soon. We shouldn't do anything because we're gonna get another tech. Me and Cyrus at one point got pissed off because we had to go north, south, east, north, south, and then Norway's like, oh shit, guys, I think we're gonna lose. Boom, he pieces out. Then like half a year later, boom, England lost. GG.
Yeah. So you
Great
guys,
call by Norway.
yeah. Do you guys hate Norway now? Is he gonna get bullied next session?
No, we accept him as how he is.
Okay.
He's like a little kid.
Alright. You didn't really gain any land though in England, are you?
I got Northumberland. Oh, yes, he
Yeah.
didn't.
As per Sweden, me, I have other deals. I was only there to help in exchange for something else.
Okay. And can you explain to me why Denmark is losing a war against Dithmarschen?
He lost the war against Novgorod and had to release Holstein as a free nation.
Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. I thought it was in war with Denmark. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was my mistake. Interesting. Lost the war against Novgorod. Was Novgorod even a player? It was an AI, right?
No, it was AI, but he had all these weird AIs, which by this time are usually dead, like 20 years into the game. And then Novgorod had like 16k or something, and those small ones had like 6k each, and Denmark had like, what, 12k at most? And he didn't know, and then he got wrecked.
Rip.
Even I myself almost got wrecked.
And Dithmarschen is a player, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Holland, Dithmarschen, Hamburg, they're all doing great. Like, Hamburg took Ireland, Dithmarschen growing, Holland is Holland now.
Yeah, actually surprised the miners are
The
carrying this
opium
game.
festival in Western Europe.
Yeah. Let's go to the HRE then. I see 3 big blobs. It's Brandenburg, Bohemia, Austria, and then some smaller blobs like Switzerland and Hesse. And Cologne is also a player, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Did Saxony die?
Bohemia actually joined recently the podcast.
Oh,
So we
Bohemia is
should-
here. Hello. Bohemia, tell us a bit how your first session went. What did you do?
Oh, well, it was like really weird because I had almost no Diplo with Saxony, Hesse, or Palatinate or other countries, so I just I was just looking like what was happening around me, and there was like two small alliances: Cologne, Saxony, Brandenburg, and Palatinate, Switzerland, and Bavaria. They allied each other and like tried to help each other. But like at the start, I saw that Palatinate was vulnerable. I attacked him. Switzerland didn't like. He wanted to try to join, but he wasn't allied to him at the start of the war. Bavaria got wiped and peace out and died to AI. Same happened to Palatinate after the war. And after that point, I tried to attack Saxony. Actually, it was a really risky war. Like I went 3 against 1, but like as I understood it, after the session, the only reason I won this war is because Brandenburg was AFK and he wasn't able to join this war. So like he told to me, actually I wanted to join this war, but I was AFK. So like that's the only reason I didn't. And
Yeah.
that's the reason I won, because otherwise it would have been really hard war, because like all of those forts in woods and like
Yeah. There's definitely a
they
lot of,
they had something like 30k, I guess. Like you can see it on the save, so they were even bigger back then. Like at least Saxony. So that's what happened.
Okay. And yeah, I think you expanded the most out of all the HRE, from what I can tell. Maybe Brandenburg, but Austria doesn't expand much.
I think
Switzerland a little bit.
Brandenburg expanded a little bit more than
Yeah.
Bohemia did. Bohemia took like 5 provinces, Brandenburg took like 8, I think.
Well, actually, I made 2 vassals. But
I
yeah.
don't check that.
Oh, let me check the vessels. Oh, Brunswick and Thuringia. Yeah, I see it.
With vassals, it looks a bit better.
Does
Yeah.
Brandenburg have any vassals?
Brandenburg? Nope. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think your Bohemia is doing really good. And how
You said Brandenburg doesn't have any vassals. He does.
Oh yeah, he does. Never mind. My bad.
Pomerania?
Yeah, Pomerania. Yeah. Very true. Yeah, and yeah, I see you mostly focused on west. What's happening east of you? Is everything good there? Like, are they all friends with you?
Actually, like I've seen that Poland and Lithuania and Muscovy, they were like
Your voice is cutting out a little bit because of the of lag. I can't hear you still. Nope. Try again now. Can you say something? Anyway, while he fixes his internet, I guess. I see a Mega Hungary here. With an Ottomans that didn't expand at all into the west. What do you guys think about this? The rest of the guests? Let me see what ideas Hungary took. Or Turks. Defensive. Can you guys still hear me? Hello?
Yeah, now we can.
Yes. No,
Okay.
I think it's better.
it's better now.
Oh yeah, I can hear you again, Carmelo. Perfect. I don't know, was that my internet? Or
No, it was Discord
No,
lagging.
it was Discord lagging like forever.
Alright. Yeah, I couldn't hear you for the part about Poland. If you can repeat that, would be great.
Okay, yeah. So they were like allied to each other, like everyone allied to everyone else except for Teutons. So they got really unlucky. Like in first war, I guess he went for bankruptcy, and he was actually even able to push Poland up to Krakow. But after that, I don't know what happened. Like they peaced somehow, but I don't know how. And in the next war, Poland and Lithuania attacked in separate wars, and like Teutons just That's what happened.
Yeah, Teutons is pretty dead. But do you guys have some sort of non-aggression treaty or something, or are you guys leaving each other alone, Poland and you? Or?
Well, yeah, like I guess we have our own stuff to do, like because Poland had Teutons to deal with. I had tons of H3 miners and like other
Yeah.
stuff to do. So
Yeah, I understand. Okay, that's interesting.
How is Hess doing?
Hess?
Yes, the HRE miner and
Uh,
Switzerland.
Hess has a force limit of 9, which is not that great, but he's a miner, so... And he's making a spy network on Switzerland. Interesting.
well, actually, Cologne and Hesse were AI for most of the time. So
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if players will like return
Mm-hmm.
to these countries.
Yeah. I think it's very difficult to play a miner in H3, especially when there's so much miners.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you
Cologne
have to
was
do like
protected.
a lot of Diplo to have chances to.
Yeah. And the ideas, are they any good? I thought Hess had so many unique ideas. Yeah, they do. Not that good, though.
Well, actually, everyone except for Palatinate has some decent ideas
Yeah,
in. I mean, amongst playable nations.
yeah, I agree. That's true. Alright, let's move on to East Europe, over here. Well, East Europe, also the Turks, I guess. I see
Do we go to Italy too?
Oh yeah, Italy, of course. Thanks for reminding me, Bricky. Yeah, we already talked a little bit about Genoa. I see a Mega Milan, a Venice that took Naples, and a Florence that killed the Pope. And a Sicily that's taken by Tunis and these
And
islands.
Venice also took Greece.
Oh yeah. Hey, did he like? Oh, what? Oh, he vassalated. Okay. I didn't see this region at all. How are the relations here? Do you guys know?
Venice is a greedy, prideful, and self-indulgent doge.
Venice is funding terrorists.
What?
Actually, I heard that Venice was trying to make trade deals like with all his neighbors. I don't know if he succeeded with that, but I can tell that at the start of the session, like almost in 2 or 3 months, there were 2 wars declared on Byzantium, and both of them were no CB. So like Venice, and after that, in like 5 seconds, Ottomans did the same. So they like spent 4 stability to kill Byzantium.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Kreshko was trying to steal Constantinople,
Yeah.
but he screwed up.
Kreshka, I think, also killed the Knights. Who Indy was playing the Knights.
No, Indy did not show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is interesting because there's still a lot of players in Italy. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess Tunis is also there. Do you guys have any predictions? Who's gonna win this battle for Italy?
Papal State took Mamluk's capital, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, but
did that
apparently
happen?
there was some sort of exploiting or something between Florence, Pope, and Mamluks. There's some sort of issue between these 3 guys. Because apparently Mamluks gave all that land that Pope holds right now to someone.
Like, Mamluks were accused of nation ruining in favor of Florence, which took those provinces. After that, he gave those provinces to Pope, like for his as his peace deal, and that's the reason Florence wasn't like annexed in Italy. So that's the reason why Pope currently is so small. But anyway, Florence and Pope, like, they look kinda dead. So 3 real Italian countries are Venice, Milan, and Genoa. Well, maybe Tunis will join them since he has like incredible navy.
He has Sicily and Sardinia too as vassals.
Yeah, and also he has means to defend them.
Yep,
That's
he has the
like,
best navy
amazing.
there.
Yeah.
Well, he has means of defense until no one just walks around through someone else.
Well, but he's allied to Morocco, and Morocco has something like 30k, so it won't be like easy.
Morocco is strong, to be fair.
Wait, is Morocco that strong? 30k force limit. That's pretty good.
Also, you can show his navy. Moroccan navy is huge.
But what? How did they get this? This is like England level.
Also, you should check his vassal. His vassal is a one province minor, which has 3 correct. It's insane.
Well, it's a pirate nation.
No.
Yeah, they get spawned with 3 heavy ships, and like that's really strong at the start.
Yeah. I remember that. I actually noticed from history. It's like a semi-autonomous region in Morocco back then. It's like a pirate port. Okay, that's really interesting. Huh.
But sadly, now Morocco is behind in admin tech.
Yeah. That's still very interesting though. How's the Renaissance spread doing anyway, since we're talking about Italy?
Even Scandinavia doesn't have it.
What?
I remember I shared
advanced
it to
Scandinavia?
Dan. I guess Denmark should have it, like really
He
soon.
doesn't have it yet.
Soon, I guess, yeah. England doesn't have it, of course. Castile spawned it himself, it seems like. In
Actually, it looks
No,
more
that's
like
capital
he
center
accepted.
of knowledge there.
Yeah, it
Oh.
looks looks knowledge sharing.
Yeah, you guys are right. And Tunis, did
He
he
hasn't
also
embraced
launch
it yet, though.
Tunis. No, also didn't do it. Okay. Yeah, they buffed Morocco last patch, right? Or am I wrong? Like, this looks really strong. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to Italy. 3 nations: Venice, Milan, Florence is dead. Maybe Genoa, also very strong. What do you guys think is gonna happen next session here
Where? In Italy?
in Italy? Yeah.
I think 2 more Italians are going to disappear.
Okay, and which one?
Either Florence, Milan, or Genoa.
Okay.
I think only one will.
I definitely think Florence.
I
Will.
don't know which one.
Oh,
Florence
Flor-
will definitely, but
Yeah, Florence is bankrupt, so it's
I was thinking about Venice, Milan, and Genoa. I think at maximum only one of them will die.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's move over to the this region over here. The Turks and the Mega Hungary.
I've heard that there was supposed to be a huge coalition at the start of the first session against Ottomans, with Poland, Hungary, Mamluks, other stuff, but from what I see, nothing happened.
Nope. And I think Hungary is actually doing like one of the best nations, though. What do you guys think? He has a force limit of 50. He has that Black Army modifier, probably, or yeah, there we go.
He's doing great.
I mean, he has 2 gold mines.
He has some depth, but yeah.
You get Kosovo.
Yeah, definitely. Did he buff it as well? Yeah.
I
Sadly, not enough
bet that
forts.
Ottomans is still stronger than him, thanks to Janissaries and stuff.
You think so? Let me check his
Yeah.
force limits. The force limit is close.
Yeah, and that means the Ottomans will crush Hungary at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Early Ottoman units are that much stronger than Western.
Oh, but I didn't see this yet. Has the following
Hungary
junior
is Eastern
partner?
tech, not Western.
yeah, he says Eastern, so he has
Well, that
one
doesn't make
more.
that much of a difference that early. I mean, Ottoman pips are just super strong early game. And Eastern is better than Western, but it's still worse.
Did you guys see that he's in a PU with Emirati?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, he has Circassian as well,
actually-
so I think.
A lot of lands there. Actually, even Astrakhan is Hungarian.
Astrakhan?
Yeah,
You mean Circassia?
Yes, he's a vassal of Hungary too.
Okay, I need to
That
open the
green thing is
diplomatic
vessel.
map here. I need to do this. Or the
Ah.
player map mode. Okay, I didn't expect this actually.
Yeah, like he got that far.
That's crazy. But that's so overextending though, right? Like, isn't
It kinda is.
Well,
Evolve from Austria to Persia.
yeah.
Actually, if no one
thing
gives him
was-
access and sieges Circassia and Emirati, they might actually be able to get 50% war score.
Yeah, I mean if you siege this, you
I mean, there is no way for it because everyone in Persia is like bankrupt, have bunch of loans, is behind in tech. I think Hungary can beat Persia right now.
what?
Yeah, look when you get there, look at nations like Ajam, Karakoyunlu, Akkoyunlu, and Timurids. They all have issues.
You can just prepare your trade, like in Persia, to flow to Constantinople, and after that get Constantinople with a lot of trades there.
Yeah. This is insane. I've never seen this from a Hungary. This is stupid. Whoever is playing Hungary, you're doing amazing. Like, what the fuck?
I think it's Kabian.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had a little bit to make up for last campaign.
Yep, it's like friendly with everyone and going through China.
Let's zoom out a little bit again because I need to see what's in Persia. Observe.
Twin, can you check if the Pope lands in Egypt are added in HRE?
Yes.
The,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can't- are
What
they?
is this shit? Who did this? What the fuck?
Oh, that's not supposed to actually be, allowed.
Yeah.
It's also actually not possible normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did they do?
Wait. They are owned by Electra. It doesn't show that they are.
No,
like-
they're not in the HRE,
Yeah.
right? You're right.
They're not.
Yeah, they're just owned by Electra. Like all
Ah, okay.
provinces owned by Electra are highlighted,
Ah, okay.
so it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I was already wondering how he got there. Like, the only way I could think of is if his capital moves to here somehow, but... don't
Yeah,
think-
then
But that would automatically push him out of HRE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's go... Yeah, we have a mega strong Ottomans here, killed the Mamelukes. That's kind of to be expected every campaign until, like, a massive coalition starts, but I guess it didn't happen. Yeah, some nation ruling here, like you guys said, I don't know. Gonna find out later, I guess. Let's look at the Middle East then. I see Receipts, Ajam. Why? I heard stuff about this in Global. Why is Timurids and Ajam allied? Can someone explain this to me?
Well, because Timurids, I know the story. Like Timurids thought it's a good idea, so instead of fighting, he should ally Ajam and like help him, and after that, Ajam can help him too. But like, actually, it turned out that Timurids like did nothing at all in this session. Like, you can check his income and Ajam's income; it's almost same. While like Ajam is 3 times or even 5 times smaller at the start. His vessels are still not integrated, and like he spent so much resources helping Ajam, it's like painful to watch. But still, he can integrate his vessels and be a good country.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just questioning why the fuck would you ally someone who you have cores on basically every
He's
province?
also helping him
That's-
from Persia. So, like,
Well, the problem is that he was afraid of Uzbeks and Chagatai. They like he heard that they might attack him at some point, and if they did that with a jump together, like he wouldn't be able to defend himself.
Yeah. That's
So-
very true.
Yeah, he decided to play it safe, and like he's fine.
Yeah.
Not good, but fine.
He's not dead at least. And
I mean,
like,
if you
Yeah.
survive first session, at least you're not that bad.
yeah. Okay, I understand it a bit more. But when you first see it, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like what? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that QQ got kind of killed.
yes, when Ajam and Timurids ally each other, and QQ is not allied to Turks, this happens, I guess.
I think if Fulton was on QQ, he would have won. Krishka, please give this man QQ. Alright. Yeah. Seems like a pretty one war over here. QQ will probably die, even though he's a 6-star general. Then we have AQ. That was also a player, I believe.
Yes.
Seems also pretty dead. What the fuck? 3 income? That must be one of the lowest in the game right now for player nations.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. 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 It seems like a one war over here. But I see Receipts, and I don't think he had much competition first session, or did he? Does anyone know?
No idea. I don't even see Racids, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Seems to have a united Yemen. didn't form Yemendon.
Probably because of
I
color.
think Hormuz is
guess.
player 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like.
So,
he death pushed institution in his capital. And by the way, can you check his government? Yeah, he's a pirate. I can see it now.
It is a pirate.
Who's a pirate?
I see
Hormuz
him.
is a pirate.
Oh,
I
Hormuz.
saw that he is a republic. Yeah.
Oh,
You should
yeah,
check government
pirate. Yeah.
So, like, what I heard he did, he lost all his lands except one of his capital, and he became pirate, and like he went for reconquest for his own land while being a pirate. That's what he did.
So much pirates, man. Everyone wants to be
Yeah.
pirates.
Yeah,
R.
too much.
Yo ho.
Yeah. Rasit's, yeah, doing pretty good. I see a huge Ethiopia here, though. Especially
Was
when...
Asharana a player or
yeah,
no?
he was, but doesn't look that good for him.
Yeah, he got killed.
Actually, Adran will be played next session. Like,
Really?
yes, I know this player, and actually, you can see his strange borders. Like Ethiopia took his inland provinces, not coastal ones. That's because Adran, when Ethiopia attacked, he offered him like, I will give you access to Kilwa, and you go fight Kilwa. Just don't kill me. Just leave me like alone in those provinces. And
Wow.
Ethiopia agreed to that.
Oh, that
So-
works, kinda.
And now he thinks, what should he do?
Colonized, probably.
Yeah, most probably.
Become a pirate nation.
Can you check Ajuran's ideas if he took something?
No, I didn't take anything.
we see a pirate too.
No, he's not a pirate.
How come all of them are still?
Well, that's strange. Someone is not a pirate. Well,
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to observe mode. We can go over Africa later. Looks a bit messy over here. A lot of rebels. But we'll see that later. Let's go to India. This almost looks like the start. Vijayanagar and Brahmanis.
Vijay is a lot
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
Brahmanis too.
Bamanes took 4 provinces from Vijayanagar. Probably as a step hit, I don't know.
Yeah, looks like it. He went for quantity and economic. But this is so greedy. Do you guys see this on Vijayanagar? So you have like this huge Brahmanis north of you, right? Well, what idea do you pick first?
Defense.
Economic.
I
What
mean,
did he pick?
admin idea first
can't-
is already
he didn't
pretty
pick any.
stupid.
Maybe he gets Evans when he have it.
Well, actually, that might be
Leader.
true.
You might
I
do it for
wanna
the
check.
Evans, yeah.
Do you actually get the Evans when you just have the idea?
Yes. It works like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Okay, that might
Then
be
it's
a
pretty good.
might be a next level strat I don't know about.
I mean, he's probably not gonna put anything in there until he gets tech 7 and can unlock the next idea.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So-
really shouldn't put anything in there. He's so
I
far
guess
behind attack.
he was bankrupt at some point too.
I see a very unlikely winner in India, I guess. I don't see this often.
Most of the time, Gujarat isn't a player.
Yeah, that's also true. How is this Gujarat so big? What the fuck?
Yeah, no loans, big, not behind in monarch points. Good income, good nation.
Well, Gujarat player, he like tried really hard. So at the start, he I'm not sure, but he had Miltech 4 in like 1 year or something
How is it even
after the
possible?
start. So it's because if you check his estates, you can see that he has 2 military estates. That means that he can at max take 400 military points at the start of the game. That's like insane. So
Yes.
he did exactly that and just crushed Mivar and took his gold mine. And well, having a gold mine in early game is all you need to be successful.
What do you mean he could take 400 military points?
He has
Like you have
two
2
different
military estates,
related to milk.
Indian estates and usual estate.
Oh.
You can take military points from both of
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
that's strong, man. That's good. That's a really good strat.
That's 300 points.
No, 400.
Do you have to
Like-
change something like religion though to do that? I'm not
Wait,
sure.
how the hell do you get 400? Isn't it
like
150?
if you have 100 influence of your estate, you can have 200 points. Like you unlock
Seriously?
maximal bonuses from interaction.
Gujarat starts as Muslim, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went
Yeah.
Hindu.
So that means he gets the Amir estate at the start,
Yeah.
which
Then he
is not
switched
there anymore.
religion.
And after that, he swapped his religion. Well, because obviously Hindu is better, just better.
Then he got Hindu estate, and then he got more meal points.
Yeah.
This guy is a genius,
Great
man.
idea.
Oh, he can go back to Muslim and get again.
Yeah, he has a lot of experience of playing in India and like near India region.
This guy is a genius.
So yeah, he knew what should he do.
Look at his nation. I'm jealous of him.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I was really surprised when I saw him in Baluchistan. Like, is it a territory that is strategically important for Timurids to get? And like, you have huge Gujarat in those lands and not Timurids. That really what surprised me
and-
when I saw his country first time.
Timurids can no longer just walk into Indian plains
Yeah.
because he doesn't control there. It's very important.
Yeah. Let's move over to the other Indians. I see that Delhi here with 22 loans. No ideas.
Still have 1,000 meal points, 1,000 and 100. So.
Yeah, that's true. He has a lot of military meal points. I guess he's gonna pick a military idea. Yeah, I think Delhi killed what's it called? Sirhind pretty quick. Or not Sirhind, Punjab, I guess. Or I don't even know.
Where's Jumper?
Ali was actually Punjab at this. He started as Punjab.
No, he started as Jaunpur, Delhi.
Oh wait, yes,
Sirhind
you're
is still
right.
alive, actually.
Yeah.
Just the player instantly left. I heard it was because he got very unlucky and his king died instantly, basically. So he didn't get the event. Had to declare the independence for a stab hit, and then Jaunpur completely occupied Delhi and took everything for himself. So Sirhind didn't get anything, lost his king, and was basically he
Yep.
left at that point.
That can happen. That's rip.
Let's talk about Nepal and his vessel.
Nepal and his vessel. Garwal. What about it? What do you want to say about it, Ricky?
I'm proud of him. He's close to a bunch of strong nations, and they let him form a historical Nepal. Somewhat
Wait, is Nepal a player?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Anders.
I guess he
What
has
about
some sort of
Tibet?
deal with people.
Tibet is player too, right? I really like this Nepal. I like to all his neighbors too. Like best buffer state. If you go a bit more west too, it'll be great.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a Tibet and a Nepal. Those are both formables, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then we have a Bengal here that mainly went to the east, it seems. As he should, probably. That's where his trade nose is. Orissa? Is Orissa dead?
Yes.
Did he get
He
killed?
looks like he
Yeah. Let's check.
killed by Vijayanagar.
Yep, it's pretty dead.
I mean, he still has 5 provinces.
Well, he still has that huge army that Orissa has at the beginning.
Oh, wow. What's his force limit?
Yeah, 15.
Over force limit, and
Okay.
it looks like he's preparing to attack someone on whose border he's standing currently.
I mean, he should attack instantly, because otherwise he'll go bankrupt from just the army maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he can take a little bit. How much can he take now, you see? Where can I see this again? Oh, 61. Ah, yeah, he can still fight a little bit. But I wonder if it's worth it for him. Like... He can fight Vijayanagar in like 7 years. Not gonna be fast enough. Yeah. Orissa
By
looks...
that point, he's even more in depth than he is now.
Yeah, Orissa looks pretty dead. But maybe he can make a miracle. I don't know.
I mean, he still has more army than his neighbors, basically, but It's, or I don't know what regen Nagano has, but yeah, I don't know. He should do something with it,
Yeah,
basically.
he should definitely do something good. Fujanigar said he had the largest army, which seems correct. 44.
Yeah, that's pretty big. He also has a lot of manpower still left.
Yeah. Okay, I definitely think the situation in India is definitely not decided yet. I really hope Gujarat wins because that would be nice to see a different nation emerge.
Yeah, then he becomes Rajputana, your
yeah,
favorite
Rajputana or Deccan or Bharat
Yeah.
or other nation you see every time in India now in the new patch.
Yep. We haven't really talked about the hordes. Did they do anything interesting? Do you guys know?
I looked at Chagatai. He has 43k manpower.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I'm really scared of him.
I like manpower.
Well, hordes killed Oira. That's what I heard of.
Yeah, I think Uzbek betrayed Oirat, and then Chagatai and Uzbek attacked Oirat and killed him.
And probably Uzbek did the hard part, because Chagatai is full manpower without much problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uzbek is poor and not doing too bad.
Uzbek has pretty poor income, but it's a horde, so it's expected. Chagatai, probably the gold mine, right? Did he dev it? Yep. Okay. The hordes, I kind of expected more. I would expect like Kazan and Uzbek to like kill Muscovy or kill Timurids.
Kazan looks nice to me.
It looks
Yeah.
nice, but like usually when you play horde,
Okay, up here as well, or why is it still there?
He has Nagai as his vassal, by the way.
yeah.
But-
Oh, that's why.
But generally, you expect hordes to do much more at this point in the game because very fast you become totally irrelevant as a horde, and you should try to push and like kill someone or form some country or have some really good allies that will allow you to reform into another country, and that would take like 150 years at best.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
hard to do.
I really expected like a horde to kill Muscovy or Timurids, but I don't know. They all seems to be friendly with each other. Maybe that works. I don't know.
Actually, I heard there was a war between Kazan and Timur, and Kazan lost that war, but I don't know what did he lose exactly in terms of provinces or gold.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I definitely think one of these hordes is gonna not survive, especially since Muscovy is still standing. I think Kazan is not looking that great.
Well,
Moscow is a
Well,
very
Muscovy
peaceful
has-
guy.
Well, Muscovy has expansion ideas enabled, so
Is he playing
What?
Tall?
What?
Is he
Yes,
playing Tall?
Moscow has expansion.
That
yeah.
makes no sense at all.
He has a large army though.
I mean, the only reason for Muscovy to take expansion is if he isn't forming Russia. And if he isn't forming Russia, what's the point of playing Muscovy?
Well, no,
Like-
why? You can form Russia and you can try to think of something creative with those. Like, if you want to colonize islands, your frontier wouldn't help you.
Yeah, but if you... I mean, how's he gonna get maps on the islands then? Because I don't think he
Well-
currently sees any colonizable
Well,
islands.
he can take exploration as his second idea.
Yes,
Why don't he
go-
take
I mean,
Well,
come
then.
on, that's the most obvious idea that he will take as the next one. If you take
Oh my
expansion
God.
as your first one.
I think this guy picked the wrong nation. He needed to pick Portugal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in terms of like competitive multiplayer, it's really weird, but it's so.
We're gonna see.
I know of his secret dark plans, but I'm not gonna share them.
Alright, alright.
I mean, I'm not really fond of taking admin idea as your first idea group because that very much delays Tech 7, which is the second idea group. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna pick admin idea group, then expansion is definitely not the one you pick.
Oh no! I played with this guy one campaign and I thought it was really good. I'm a bit surprised he does such unorthodox things, but we're gonna see what he does. A quick question, Arjo. How did you convince him to let you have Neva? This
Oh,
problem.
he let me have it.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not gonna reveal it.
Okay.
Well, like, you can see that he gave a lot of lands to all of his neighbors. He gave tons of lands to Lithuania. He allowed Kazan to take all hordes. and he allowed Sweden to take Neva. So
Yeah. I guess it's better than dying.
He's peaceful, not looking to kill.
He's allied to everyone around
like
him,
that, yeah.
every single nation.
He gave 300 ducats gift to Norway.
Nice. The benevolent king of Muscovy.
Yes, that should be his name. He deserves an IPP too.
Yes. Okay, let's go back to the hordes. Oriat got kind of killed by Shagatai. Korea couldn't really save him. I guess we're in China now. I really hate China, by the way, guys.
You're playing in China.
Yes, it's not fun.
But I looked at your army and it's, well, not
You're
there,
the-
basically.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
doing it
he's-
to save costs, man.
Actually,
Wait,
it's
why
the
the fuck
biggest.
is Ming still on the map? Is it a
It's a
vassal of
vessel.
someone?
It's a vessel.
It's a vessel, mine.
Oh, okay, that's why. That's why we suddenly get
Your
tributary
vessel
to
seems
you
to be occupied.
Yeah.
by rebels, though. Is it?
Yeah, by rebels.
Okay.
Yeah, turns out it's not so fun when you have a Datong with a mountain fort next to you with minus 50% siege, or not siege. What's it called? Shock. It's kind of hard to win wars.
Oh, shock damage reduction. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great idea at the start.
Yep. Yeah. This whole region has been a bit of a back and forth. I think first it was me, Orad, and Korea attacking Datong. Then they attacked back with Jiangsu and Datong on me. And then Shu Han came to save me. Then King Chao declared a separate war on Shu Han, and we beat Datong, but I couldn't piece him out for land because I can't take this stupid mountain fort over here. And you can't stab hit if you don't have occupied land. And then Daviet also made a separate war, and he kind of lost, as you can
Like
see.
World War
I mean,
One.
he's in the process of losing, but he's bankrupt and has no army left, so
Yeah.
yeah, he basically
It's
lost.
totally dead. Yeah. I've seen it. It was sad.
Yep. And yeah, that's basically a bit of the summary of China right now. I think King Chao is still in war with Shu Han, and there's like a depth force going on. I think I'm actually doing one of the best, as in, like, no depth and no disasters.
Well, you are a
No
country
army.
that is not that like to hordes, so it's perfect. I'm really surprised that hordes still haven't attacked anyone in China because it's like free lands for them, and
Yeah.
they should rush for it. But
Yeah.
they didn't.
Well, except for Datong, maybe, because he has mountain forts.
Yeah, Datong is really strong with this.
Well, yeah, but you like you can just attack Datong and siege Beijing and siege like his eastern lands without even going anywhere close to his mountain forts.
Mhm.
Same
That's
with
also true, though, yeah.
same with Yumen. Like you can siege half of his country and just stand there and loot his lands. So
Yeah, I totally agree. I was also really surprised Oriat was friendly to me. It was really nice he was friendly to me, but he didn't have to. Maybe he regrets that now, I don't know. Yeah. This is basically a clusterfuck. I think everyone is in depth.
Nobody is doing well. Nobody expanded a lot. Nobody have a good nation. Just
Yep.
only one of the Chinese countries have a stable nation. Not good.
And what I'm mostly scared about is these two Japanese guys over here.
Yeah, look at the technology map. They are the sun in the east.
Really?
well, they have a nice rulers at the start. So
Yep.
I remember
look
like
at
only
Yosuke's
one of them took.
in
Oh,
November.
Bengal is
Yes.
pretty green, too.
What did you say, Carmelo?
I said that I was surprised that only one of them took exploration as his first idea because, like, generally, if you play in Japan, you want to have exploration as soon as possible or like land in Korea
Mm-hmm.
at least. You have some expansion.
They both went pretty greedy though. Exploration. The other one did economic.
I mean, basically, no one can threaten them, really, unless they lose their fleet or something.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Everyone can do.
there is one country that threatens them like already, and it's doing pretty good. It's in Indonesia. It's
Yeah, I
called
mean,
Tondo.
Tondo is has the superior fleet to them, but he can't really land because
Actually, and by the way, if you check Tondo right now, you can look at his generals, and you'll see a huge surprise.
yeah, I was like, I was watching the war between Shuhan, King Shou, and Daviet unfold, and meanwhile I saw a 14k stack with a 3-star general of Tondo invading Brunei, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, like I heard that war was made like in 6 minutes before the end of the session, and he was just crushed by this general, and also he had the
No,
next
the general didn't do anything. There were no Bruneian soldiers on his mainland at that point. The fleet crashed.
Yeah, and same was with his navy.
Yeah, yeah. I remember Brunei showing up here in Shuhan territory for like fights, and after that, I don't know where they went anymore. But
They went to invade Sulawesi and the other Indonesian nations, and that got them killed basically
yeah,
That's a
because they
pretty good
couldn't
general.
defend their
Well,
mainland.
yeah, like you don't want to like wander with your armies if you have enemies nearby.
yeah, yeah. I'm
So which
surprised.
nations are still alive in Indonesia?
Tondo,
Tondo is like
Majapahit,
Yeah.
and
Majapahit is fine.
Brunei is technically still alive.
Kinda, yeah, but the problem is that he's really separated in his lands, so he need to have some to be able to like at least move across his lands.
Is Tondo a pirate republic too? I see a
Yes.
republic.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez, yes.
obviously, like imagine some country
That's
not
possible,
being a
sorry.
pirate republic in this game. Come on.
I mean, not everyone can be one, so
Unless you're Ottoman monarch or something special.
It's not that hard to form a pirate country.
yeah.
I mean, it is hard to form if you're France.
Well, I mean, as a small country that's suitable to form.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I think you need to have only islands for it to be available, isn't that right?
Yeah.
You know,
And also, it's like only coastal provinces, so some islands doesn't count. Like British islands are not islands in terms of like EU4. So if you
Okay.
own land there, it doesn't let you form pirate republic.
yeah.
Can the countries on Sumatra do it? The big island just south of Indochina there with Siak and the Majapahit lands in the safe.
Can they?
Do you know? I don't know. I
they
mean,
can be a pirate republic.
I know that Palembang is one at the start, I think.
All the provinces there are coastal, so if they are smaller than 7, they can be, I think.
Uh,
It will be less than 7 provinces too, and all coastal land,
Sauron,
then you can farm.
Yeah.
I want to ask you. You were at some point you were about to die. There was like a stack of like 25k on your capital.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very weird occurrence. We were just about to crash into that stack with 35k of ours, and then suddenly Daviet and Malacca were not in the war anymore for some reason.
Why?
I don't know, it's like probably because we were still tributaries of Ming, and then somebody vassalized Ming, and then we were tributaries of that guy, and then for some reason they weren't in the war anymore.
Wait, I saved you? Are you saying that?
Now, I mean, you saved me the battle, which would have decided the fate, but I'm pretty confident we would have won. So,
okay.
yeah.
Wait, so I
mean-
vassalized Ming, and then they got pieced out? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they were suddenly no longer in the war, both Daviet and Malacca, and maybe one of the AIs too. I remember separate piecing out 3 of them, but Khmer had 4 allies, so one of them got either annexed by Ava meanwhile, which I didn't notice, or it also got pieced out. It was a weird war anyway. I mean, it was like Khmer is weaker than Ayutthaya at the start, so I went in and crushed his army, and then the AI started annoying me, so I went to deal with those guys. Then Daviet decided to intervene, and at that point I couldn't challenge both of their armies together, so I retreated behind my fort and waited for Tech 4, which they got first, sadly, but I got it as well. And with Malaccan 8, I thought I would be able to defend my capital, but then the peace thing happened, and suddenly the sieging army turned into 1k stack from Khmer, which got immediately beaten.
Rip.
And after that, it was only me versus Khmer and a few of his AI allies, which was just mob up. So it saved me the deciding battle, but I'm very confident I would have won that battle, so it
Alright.
probably wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's very interesting. There's also Ava here. How is your relation to Ava? You're allied with him?
He actually got collisioned once. I'm not sure if the collision actually attacked or if one of his neighbors actually attacked him, but I defended him and, yeah, gave me some land. We were pretty good friends, actually,
That's good to
I
hear.
think.
You think? Yeah. Yeah.
It's basically only players left now, so it's always interesting.
Yeah.
But since Daviet is basically dead now, I'll still have land there to expand into.
Yeah.
So I guess it's fine.
You're looking pretty good. You have like this.
Also, if you
freedom.
check my victory card, actually, it spawned on Daviet. Go victory card map mode.
Yeah, where's the victory card map modes? There it is.
Which is pretty cool, especially because Daviet hasn't stated that area yet. So if I take it, their cores will disappear.
Yeah,
Which
of
is
course.
super nice. Because as everyone knows, we don't want Daviet and cores on our land.
Yep. Imagine if the guy went aristocratic as well. That'd be
Oh, well,
funny.
that doesn't give increased
Oh,
population cost
they
anymore.
changed that?
Old aristocratic.
Yeah, I remember now. Yep.
Isn't there a policy still somewhere that increases core cost?
No,
Somewhere.
I guess they removed it too. Like I've seen it. It was something like diplomatic and defensive ideas, something like that. But they removed it too.
Okay.
Also, you kind of may have noticed that I'm in the process of converting to Hindu, but the rebels aren't really cooperating and occupying Hindu land, so which, doesn't really help me.
Yeah.
Also, they occupied my capital briefly, so I had to siege it back because it wouldn't have enforced their faith yet, which is kind of annoying. But, I mean, that's the way to convert, I guess.
Yeah. Can you send me some Hindu rebels my way, please? That would be nice. I really hate this Confucianism religion. Holy fuck.
That was the only reason why I didn't play in China, by the way, because I hate Confucianism.
Yeah.
And also, if you remember correctly, I converted to Shinto as Korea in one of the previous campaigns because Confucianism is just so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, then we still have two regions. Let's go over them briefly. That's lesser important regions, but I still want to mention them. So we have Africa. I see Congo. I don't think he was a player, was he? Was
I
supposed
think
to
No,
be?
he
Mali
was a player.
player.
He
Like,
was?
Like, yeah, you can understand that Congo is a player if you open development map mode and look at his capital and province near to it. He spawned two institutions, so like his capital state currently is richer than French lands.
I
Wow.
see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Interesting.
35, 39. What the fuck? Is this like a mega city? Yeah. Definitely.
He
if you
still
compare
has
the
more
pairs.
provinces to develop in.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Oh,
That
I have a
works.
farmland capital, so I shouldn't be jealous. But
Hey, hey, Iberia, if you want a good state, look at this one.
Definitely.
Killa's also doing something over here. 39 development.
I
Okay.
mean, it's a gold mine and a capital, so
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Mali was a player? I think so, right?
And in the beginning, yes, but I think he left for real life reasons.
He
or
had
something.
to leave.
Ah.
He passed in protection, but he would have to leave Taurus before the decision ended.
I think Morocco and Castile are gonna have a great game if I look at this Africa.
Yeah, and Castile is already in a pretty good position, so
Yeah. And Portugal too, of course. I wonder if Morocco and Castile are gonna fight for this. But we're gonna see that.
that's pretty likely, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Unless they ally, which would be
There is
interesting.
enough land for both of them, but I don't think they will ally. They're probably gonna fight each other.
Wouldn't be surprised. Let's go over America. it's always a bit single player here. I think there were two nations that weren't really single player. I think like it was Quiche and Aztecs,
Yes.
and looks like they've been fighting each other or not.
I think Isha is losing.
They were.
I mean, the reforms for Mayan faith is more punishing than for the Nahuatl, the Aztec faith. So
Kisha has 0 reforms passed, while Aztecs have 3, I think.
Yeah, but Aztecs has military
no,
4.
Aztec has 4, if I remember correctly.
I
think he's
remember
only missing
3.
1. But Miltech 4 is a huge deal. And I checked in the Clausewitz thing. There apparently was a coalition war in that region against Aztecs, but I can't remember right now if Kish was part of it.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Aztec looks a bit beaten up. I'm on Team Quiche, guys.
But Quiche has no reforms passed.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't have to rush unlike the
He has
Aztecs.
no Doom mechanics, so it doesn't matter to him. He can make all reforms like later. He just needs to secure a region.
Yeah.
I guess he needs to kill Aztecs first.
Yeah, because he loses a lot of provinces all the time he does a reform, so he'll get a lot weaker, and Aztecs only loses his vassals, so that's a lot less punishing.
Then we had some other players here. I think it was Huron, or did it get
There
No,
announced?
I think they left.
They left, okay.
The player
did-
who should have been Huron, he played as Florence.
Ah, right. And
Okay, that
Karib, was
yeah.
that a player?
Yes,
Karib
was
was
a player.
Okay, he's hiding. He's trying to blend in with the woods. That's nice.
I mean, so far it's working.
Yeah. They're not even gonna see him. They're gonna be like, where's Karib? And he's right
Yeah,
there.
currently he's like in worst Brazilian provinces because there are like only 2 passages to his. If you open the simple terrain map mode,
Yeah.
like, most land around him is wasteland.
Yeah, I see it.
He wants
But
to
Albert
feel
has
safe.
low development, so he won't be very strong.
Wait, is Karib a player?
Yep.
Ooh.
Did he go for any ideas? No, he doesn't have any tech. Yeah. Then we have an Inca here. I think Inca is always the strongest.
Yeah, it's the easiest to reform, I think. You just need to kill some rebels.
Yeah. Guys, have any predictions for Inca? Are they gonna do good? Gonna do bad?
I mean, they're still New World natives, so if Europe wants to kill them, they will die. But if Europe doesn't want to kill them, they have a chance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And do you think it's Castile will try to kill him? Castillo's a
Castile
good
is in
game.
a poor shit state. I don't
Pascal
think he can do
is
shit.
behind in monarch points. He's not really a threat
Okay.
for like
It's
next
a little.
phase
It's too
party.
early for that anyway. I mean, Europeans only want to kill Inca when they're ready for it, and so they just won't colonize next to him earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's some small nation who is like, hey, I need an ally, so let's make Inca strong. That could happen, but I
Yeah.
don't see any of the main colonizers doing that.
Yeah, I think that concludes all the nations, guys. Do you guys have any closing comments
Yet.
yet? No one wants to say who's gonna die next session? No one wants to?
I
It
think
is-
this is the first. No, it isn't.
Well, in the next session, either France will die or the HRE will die.
Okay, that's a bold statement.
Sounds
That's
scary.
Well, we've been shit talking each other like, I don't know, ever since the first session passed.
Well, I can make a bold prediction of myself. I'm saying next session someone in India will die.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait, you're not in India?
I'm next to India.
We
But
invicted Bengal.
I know that there will be war. I don't know who will be fighting who yet, but I know there will be war. And if
Will
there's
you form
war in
an
India,
OP
someone
Indian
dies.
pact?
And we already looked at Orissa, which is relatively weak.
Okay.
Well, apparently, I wanted to mention about Aragon accepting wrong peace deal. Apparently, he was hitted out of the war. That's why.
Okay.
Well, as I heard, he wanted to step up to be able to dodge that stab hit, and he should have been able to do that in like 1 or 2 months if he didn't accept that piece. But I don't think it changed much. Like 2 or 3 or 4 more months of the war.
True.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. That's good to have that.
Also,
how do you say?
isn't it like you can't actually step up to dodge a peace deal if you can't, or is it actually possible? I don't know, because as far as I know, if you get a peace deal sent to you while at -3 step, that stab hits you, you can't decline that, and even if you step up once, you still can't decline it. Is that true? Or am
The
I
only
think
way
it's
to actually
automatically
decline it
accepted.
is if you get enough war score for it not to be a stab hit, then you're not gonna get a stab hit.
Yeah, like if you send step hit while you have -50, I mean +50, and the person manages to get to like
Yeah, I know that.
+49. You
I'm
dodge
just
it.
asking, if you get a step hit while at -3, can you decline it if you step up before declining?
I
That's
think
what I'm
no.
asking.
Yes, sure. Like
You should.
if you don't press accept or decline, it doesn't
You
exist.
can't press decline at that point because
No, actually, it works like that. Like if you have -3 and you press decline, you still press decline, but peace enforces. Like even if you press decline, but if you don't press decline, it's fine.
I think as far as I remember, it's grayed out, so you can't actually press decline.
No, I
I'm
remember
not
you can
100%
press.
sure though, because it was like 3 months ago when that happened to me.
Should be tested.
Yeah, let's test it right
Should
now, guys.
someone go to -3 stability and start being step hitted?
Anyway, guys, let's end the podcast here. That was very nice of you all to come. It was a very nice chat. Yeah, thanks for joining.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.